Two big names in gaming media came out swinging hard against AI this week. Jez Corden and PC Gamer. I smacked back against both of them. We'll go over that in a minute. But Jez Corden said AI has provided zero benefits to society. That's right. And PC Gamer said they hope AI goes away because it's all just a bubble. They don't understand what bubbles are. But here's the part nobody's talking about. This backlash isn't really about AI at all. It's about fear, it's about relevance or lack of relevance, and an industry, the gaming media, that's losing control over how gamers get information. While AI is already reshaping gaming as a whole, it's reshaping Xbox, it's reshaping Windows, it's reshaping PC handheld gaming. So today, we're breaking down what was said, why gaming journalists are attacking AI, and how this battle could actually shape the future of Xbox and PC gaming. Let's jump into it. All right, so first up, let's go over what PC Gamer said. This was their tweet. They interviewed Rockstar co-founder, and they said he compares AI to mad cow disease. What they leave out is he says in the article, well, I don't really know much about AI, but this is what he says. And so I thought to myself, well, let's click on the article and read it. And there's not a whole lot said in there. What is said is at the very, very end of this article on PC Gamer, here's what's said, but maybe even that won't last. They're talking about AI, and they're basically saying AI may go away. More and more people in, well-ruminated people, these are people in AI seem unable to mention the term AI without mentioning bubble in the same breath. Well, so they think it's going away because it's a bubble. PC Gamer doesn't understand what a bubble is here. I retweeted this and said, the anti-AI crowd keeps proving they don't understand what a bubble actually is. The internet had a bubble too. It's called the .com bubble. Remember that? It didn't disappear. It matured. A bubble just means capital, investment capital eventually corrects. That's it. That's all about when a bubble pops, it's capital correcting. It's investment correcting. Right now, investors are tripping over themselves to invest in all the different AI projects that are popping up. That bubble will pop, and there will be a few left standing, really pushing us forward in AI. That's the reality. AI bubble just means capital eventually corrects and the real players survive. The technology isn't going anywhere. The technology is not going anywhere at all. So that was PC Gamer. It's par for the course for PC Gamer. It really is. Let's take a look at Jez Corden. Now, Jez Corden tweeted this out. He said, I'd rather get a wrong answer. I'll bring this up full screen. I'd rather get a wrong answer from a human than a wrong answer from an AI that costs $15 million per day to run and has given society at large approximately zero benefits so far. First of all, his math is way off. $15 million per day to run? What are you talking about, dude? I don't know what he's getting that number. This is super disingenuous from that. And also, I'd rather get right answers. Wrong answers. I don't know about you. I'd rather get right answers though. Here is, and he says zero benefits to society so far. I retweeted this and said AI detects cancer. It does, guys. You know that what AI is doing for healthcare, for cancer? Most people die from cancer, most cancer patients, because a human is looking at your, whatever your screening is that you got. And so there's human error there. When cancer is caught early, it's like 99% survival rate. It's when it's missed and you can't see stuff. And that's usually human error that does that. Under AI, they're able to program it, and AI is able to detect it with almost zero misses, giving cancer patients survival rates, just upping them through the roof. It's going. That's the future of AI. What it's going to do in healthcare is what it's already doing in healthcare is amazing. But anyways, I digress. Let me finish my tweet here, because Jez Corden, a technological journalist, a journalist who's supposedly covering technology, says there's zero benefits so far. My response: AI detects cancer, designs proteins. It's literally done that. Translates languages and writes codes. Gaming journalist. Zero benefits so far. This from the same crowd that tanked their own industry through bias, dishonesty, and agenda-driven reporting. I argue to you that all these journalists against AI, it's agenda-driven reporting. That's all it is. It's ironic that it's coming from them, because what's actually going on is them driving forward their own agenda. They're terrified of AI. Does it benefit gaming? Absolutely it benefits gaming. Does it benefit gamers? Absolutely it benefits gamers. Now, does that mean that there's not some downside to it? Yeah, of course. With any technology that's going to be used for good, it can be used for bad. There will be good consequences, there will be bad. The good far outweighs the bads, in my opinion, particularly in gaming. What we're about to get in gaming is mind-boggling. Okay, so let's go over why it matters. Why this backlash from journalists? Before we talk about gaming specifically, because we'll go over why it benefits gaming. Don't go anywhere. But we need to talk about journalism, because the pushback you're seeing from journalists right now, it's not coming from gamers, really. It's coming primarily from the industry that feels threatened, and that's journalists. And here's why. Here's a couple reasons why journalists are attacking AI. First of all, it exposes the weakness in journalism. Journalism is already struggling. It just is. There's layoffs, there's low budgets, they're shrinking in relevance massively. And AI makes that impossible to hide. AI can rewrite news briefs faster than cleaner than humans can. It just can. So much of gaming journalism is just taking a press release that comes from a company, that comes from a gaming studio, and rewriting it. AI does that extremely well. I don't need you journalists to do that. AI can do that. And you could create a whole website of AI doing that. And it has been done, and it is done. When AI can do 40 to 60% of the low barrier workload, it forces the industry to confront how much of its output is actually low level work. And that's journalists. And a lot of journalists are going away as a result. You'll probably always have some editors. You'll always have people running the site, making decisions on what way to go. But a lot of that low level stuff, like rewriting press releases from corporations, from gaming studios, et cetera, that's low-level work. AI could do that, and they could do it faster and better than you can do it. So reason number one is it exposes that weakness. It exposes the weakness of journalism. Reason number two is they're losing their gatekeeper role. And this is the big one. For decades, gaming media controlled the flow of information. For decades, it was like, and even myself, you get into this and you start paying attention to things. You're on social media, you're making videos, so you got to really be in the know and really pay super close attention. And you eventually realize, wait a minute, these guys don't know what they're talking about. These guys aren't being honest. What is going on here? And this is because they used to be gatekeepers, and you used to see them as gatekeepers, and you'd be like, yeah, they know. Everyone has to go to them to get their information out there. And it's not just AI that is broken, that the internet has broken, that AI is kind of the nail in the coffin that was already, being lowered into the grave, so to speak. AI breaks that monopoly overnight, though. Gamers can now ask AI questions, and they can ask those questions directly instead of relying on journalists. In fact, case in point, if you came to my tweet and you're like, what is going on here? Here's something that AI could do. You click on Grok right here to explain the post and watch what it does. Look at 2 seconds. In 2 seconds, looks what it does. You don't got to go to a journalist and say, what's happening here in this interaction? Let's see how accurate this is. Look, that happened in real time right here. The post mocks Windows Central editor Jez Corden's tweet, claiming AI has delivered zero benefits so far by listing proven applications like cancer detection and protein design, positioning it as emblematic of gaming media bias. Seems spot on right there. Replies amplify the criticism. So this when you clicked it even went through the replies on my post. Replies amplify the criticism, with users accusing Corden of hypocrisy, admitting personal AI use in podcasts. A couple people said, hey, if you listen to this episode of his Xbox 2 podcast, he said he even uses AI. So here he is admitting personal use of AI while decrying his influence amid broader distrust in gaming journalism for agenda-driven coverage. Like that's precisely the point. AI's impact counters Corden's view. A 2020 Nature Medicine study found AI improved breast cancer detection by 10% over radiologists. And AlphaFold has predicted structures for 200 million proteins, accelerating drug discovery per 2022 Nature report. So that's 3 years ago. That was before AI was even mainstream. That's not even mainstream now. Before it was where we're at today. Imagine what it's doing today. So there you go. There is proof in real time of what AI. You hit the Grok button and it will explain this post. And here it is. It even went through the replies and said, like, well, even the sentiments in the replies are saying this. So that's, again, further proof that you're losing the gatekeeper role. Hey, I don't need you to explain to me what happened. I can hit Grok and it will summarize and will go through all the research. It will show me what everyone's saying already. And then I can discern for myself and make the case. Well, is this right? Do I need to do more research here? Or, yeah, that seems right. I can move on. So look at this. AI can instantly compares these things. It can compare hardware. It can summarize showcases for you. It can parse patch notes. You can take the patch notes and say, hey, what are the top 3 things in this patch note that I need to know? Did these patch notes, these long freaking patch notes, did these do X, Y, or Z? I'm really looking for it to fix this. Yes, it did. Here's why. Here's what they did. No, it didn't. Here's why. Here's what they did. Journalists aren't the only source of expertise anymore. They're not the gatekeepers, and that terrifies them. That more than anything terrifies them. Think about what these guys did. They went to school. They went to more school. They got a job writing. They probably went to school for writing. And so this terrifies them. And it's not that they shouldn't be terrified. If I was in their position, I would feel the same way. There's nothing wrong with that. But they're being disingenuous in what they're talking about here. This is so disingenuous. There's zero benefits to society. Why? Because your job's going away? Oh, great one. That's why. Next, AI challenges their skill set that their careers are built on. AI writes, it summarizes, it edits, it analyzes. You saw it right there in real time. AI tools outperform what Jez Corden could do in 2 seconds right there. It outperforms what I could do on my own in 2 seconds right there. Everyone needs to adapt to that. You need to take it and use it as a tool. It's like being against Photoshop before Photoshop. Oh, Photoshop, that's not real photography. That's not real photography. I'm not doing it. That's not real movie making. You got Premiere Pro. You got a computer now? That's not real movie making. I'm sticking to classic movie making. Well, you're going to be behind the 8 ball, dude. You're just not going to be good. The other thing that AI does, by the way, by clicking on the Grok, think about this. Over the last, let's say, 3 years, credibility and bias has been easier to spot than ever before. Everybody says this. Everybody knows this as it's like a colloquial. I can't talk. I need AI to talk for me. Colloquialism. Whatever. It's a common saying. It's a common saying. And it's that all that matters is authenticity. Why is that the case? Because bias and credibility are easier to spot than ever before. Is this person biased? Woo. Yep, AI. Look, I just did X, Y, and Z. I found out all this stuff about you, dude. Where you're coming from, what you said. It's not correct. AI doesn't have console loyalty. AI doesn't have political framing. AI does not have, hey, I better be careful what I say here. I won't get the next, free copy of that review. I won't get that inside information if I don't report this correctly. No, AI just says it. Doesn't care about any of that. It just says what it needs to say. So it exposes when arguments are inconsistent like this. It exposes when arguments are emotionally driven like this. So when your industry relies heavily on personality and narrative, that's a big problem. And that's what's happened in gaming journalism. And so they fear publishers using AI to bypass media entirely. And it's going to happen. You don't have to go through media anymore. The future of marketing is not doing interviews with game journalists. It's creating your own game journalists. Honestly, if I was in charge of a gaming company's marketing, let's be hypothetical, and I had an unlimited budget, I would use AI to create talking points. I would use AI to look at the best ways to get out there directly with players. And then I would implement that. And that is no longer going through journalists. That's just the reality. In fact, when you look at what Xbox has done, when you look at what Nintendo has done, when you look at PlayStation does, do they go through journalists anymore? No, they go directly to players via YouTube and via YouTube videos. They don't go through the filter that is journalists. They used to. That's what E3 was. They used to. That's what those in-person events were, where they showed off everything, and then journalists got these behind-the-scenes stuff. They don't need to anymore. Publishers can talk directly to their audiences, and the more that happens, and it's going to continue to happen, journalists will lose relevance. It hurts their traffic, obviously. It's about fear. Ultimately, this is about fear. It's not about ethics. They say this as an ethics thing, like, oh, it's so wrong that they're using. You want to know what's interesting? Someone brought up this point on Twitter. Forgive me, I forget who it was. Someone was like, everybody cares about AI slop as art. Nobody talks about AI slop when it comes to coding. And AI is being used in coding way more than it's being used in art. And when push comes to shove, you may be watching this and be like, yeah, AI is terrible. What are you talking about, dude? I'll never play a game that uses AI. Well, you already are. You already are. You already are via coding. Via, hey, check out my code. Is it good? Oh, it's not? Okay, fix it for me. Here we go. You can develop things 10 times faster than you could without AI. Oh, AI art slop. What is that? What is that exactly? What if I hand draw something and like my idea, my own character out of my imagination, I hand draw it and then I put it in AI to say, hey, now replicate this 1,000 times in all of the different moves that I need him to do for my game. Is that AI slop? This video is sponsored by something that I actually helped build, and I'm really excited to share it with you guys because I hit that wall myself, and it's called the reset. There was a point where I realized that something was off in my life. I work from home, I play games, I make content, but I still feel and felt completely alone, surrounded by screens, but nobody's actually there. I don't interact with anybody. So I worked with a licensed therapist to figure out how to break that loop. I implemented those steps, I tested them, and from it came the Reset Toolkit. It's a free one-page guide that helps you get unstuck when life starts to lag, mentally, physically, emotionally. It's not therapy, it's very practical. I did the work, it's helped me, and I did that work so you don't have to. And when you download it, you'll also unlock the Reset newsletter. It's a weekly dose of real tools and stories about building a healthier mindset, especially for people like us who live online all the time, especially for gamers or content creators like us, people who work from home. Grab it for free right now at theresetgg.com. That's theresetgg.com, or hit the link below. Sign up for the newsletter because when life lags, sometimes we need to hit reset. It's really interesting. AI is coming to gaming, guys. AI, here's why I think AI is good for creators. I think it empowers independent creators. It gives people like you. You want to start something, you want to do it today, you can do it. You can produce better content. You can produce that content faster with more depth. You can start. Go use it right now. It levels the playing field for everybody. You don't have to have credentials. You don't have to go to college and get a degree and then try to get noticed by someone and then play the stupid political game. You can do it right now. Big media is losing its structural advantage. It doesn't matter anymore. The biggest people, the biggest podcasters out there in the world, the biggest influencers, the biggest journalists, the best journalists out there are citizen journalists that are doing it themselves. You know that's true too. You see it. We all see it every single day. Who you're watching, who you're listening to, they didn't go to school for it. They didn't have to jump through the hoops. They're just doing it. And AI is making that more possible for more people than ever before. We are at the dawn of the golden age of content creation, of gaming. We are in this huge disruption era. And some of you may say, well, wait a minute. What if AI never becomes everything? It doesn't matter. It doesn't need to. If it stopped now, if all AI progress stopped now and it's just these large language models as they are today, that's still a massive disruptor. It's probably one of the biggest disruptors of all time if it just stays where it's at today. Now, I think it's going to go even further. It's mind-blowing at the rate that these things are improving. But let's say if it just stayed where it is today, it's a giant disruptor. So what does this mean for Xbox and PC gaming? That's the big question. Well, number one, you already have AI upscaling. That's coming to the ROG Ally. It's coming to devices like Legion Go. It's improving the limitations of your hardware. It's improving handheld device performance right there. You have AI tools that reduce bugs. We talked about how you use them in coding already. It's improving quality and assurance. It's enabling developers to turn around updates, patches, add-ons, DLC, full games 1,000 times faster than they were able to before. Xbox is integrating AI into Windows, DirectX, and developer tools. Why? Because it's an AI race. Who does it first, does it fastest, does it best, wins. That's it. AI co-pilots are speeding up game development. AI-powered optimization helps weaker hardware run better. We're benefiting from it. Meanwhile, the media covering this ecosystem and becoming increasingly hostile towards it. They're covering gaming and they're becoming increasingly hostile towards the very thing that is making gaming better. That's a mismatch, and I think that's the real story here, and that's why I wanted to do this video. I just want to point out this take from Jez Corden, this take from PC Gamer. It's because they're terrified. It's not real. It's not real in the respect that what they're saying. Oh, it doesn't benefit society. It's bad for gaming. No, it's not. It's bad for you. And by you, I mean the gaming journalists. I don't think gaming journalists on a whole are opposing AI for ethical reasons. I think they're opposing it to protect their industry. That's the reality. I think a real question is, though, the question that I posed earlier, is AI art not good, but AI coding good? And if If so, should that be the standard for gaming? I personally think it doesn't matter. It's going to be used everywhere. It's going to be used to make fun games. Where I'm really excited to see it take place is in real-time player interaction. It's going to be huge. Real-time player interaction with NPCs. They are going to react to you live. Their interaction with you will be unique to you in a game because there'll be AI behind it. Like that's the worlds that we're about to see are absolutely huge. I would love to ask you guys though. You listen to me rant. Do you want AI to play a bigger picture in gaming? Do you want it to play a bigger picture? Or are you excited for it, rather, to play a bigger role in Xbox, in PC gaming, and that direction? Or do you want to see it go away? Are you not convinced? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to this channel. My name is S1 the Gamer. We drop videos like this all the time right here. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.